She tried to trap me with another man's baby, but I let the truth burn everything down. We were supposed to be celebrating a peaceful 10-day escape to Aruba, our first real getaway in years. We'd planned it for months. Reset. A chance to rediscover each other and rekindle whatever was left of the flame that once felt effortless. Lena had done all the organizing, booked the beachfront suite, reserved excursions, even mentioned candlelit dinners and walks beneath the stars. She was hopeful. She even joked during the flight. Maybe this trip will restart us, huh? She had no idea I already knew something was off. I had sensed it for months. Not from something obvious. No lipstick on the collar, no strange perfume. It was subtler. Her distance, her misplaced laughter, the way she smiled more at her phone than at me. I didn't pack just flip-flops and sunscreen. Packed a resolve. Cold, quiet, ready. Day 3, the first crack. On the third day, Lena claimed she had cramps. Said she needed to rest in the room. I offered to stay behind. She waved me off, told me to enjoy the scuba diving we'd booked. I hesitated but left. When I returned, something felt wrong. The door to our suite was slightly ajar. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I glanced, not out of paranoia but instinct. One message lit up the screen and stopped my heart. "I'm so glad you're in the room next door. I've stopped taking the pill. I told my husband it's that time of the month. We have 2 full weeks to make a baby." I didn't rage. I didn't scream or wake her up. I did what any man should do when faced with betrayal this deep. I documented it. Screenshots, timestamps, backup copies. The texts revealed more than an affair. It was premeditated deceit. She wanted to conceive a child with another man. And convince me it was mine. The neighbor. The message mentioned next door. I made a polite call to the front desk, pretending to plan a surprise for my wife's friend. "Mr. Weston is in room 208, the concierge informed me. "Right next to our room 207. I declined their offer to connect me and hung up, my stomach turning. I went to the resort gift shop, bought adhesive hooks, and set up my phone against the shared wall, recording audio. Then I left for a long walk on the beach. When I returned, Lena was in the shower. I slipped into the hallway and hit play. Her voice, clear, playful, venomous. "He has no idea. You could probably walk in and he'd think you're staff. I've been faking bloating all week. He believes everything." Then came the dagger. "After this trip, I'm faking a positive test. When the baby's here, I'll say it's a miracle. Maybe then he'll finally feel like a man." That night I copied the audio, backed it up to 2 USB drives, uploaded it to the cloud. The next morning I collected our itemized resort bill. Room 207 and room 208 had matching purchases. Same drinks. Same private dinner excursions. More proof. Then I made a call I hadn't made in years. "Scott, you still work private cases?" Scott, a former police detective and longtime friend, agreed to help. He arrived within 48 hours under the guise of being my cousin. He booked a suite down the hall and got to work with me. I bought Lena a diamond tennis bracelet. She was thrilled. She didn't know the clasp held a recording device. For the next 4 days, every whispered scheme, every midnight knock on Weston's door, one soft, one firm, was recorded. We captured plans to take the house, secure child support, and even cruel jokes at my expense. "We'll name him after my husband, just for laughs." Still, she came back to my bed each night, pretending to be tired, pretending to love me. On the 9th night, Scott made an anonymous call to the front desk. "They're screaming in room 208. A woman's crying. Sounds violent." Security responded immediately. Scott stood nearby, a small GoPro clipped to his collar. When the door opened, they were caught red-handed, half-dressed, tangled in sheets. Lena screamed. Weston muttered, "She's my cousin." No one believed him. We didn't need to convince them. The hotel already had 5 days' worth of audio, video, and logs. Security gave sworn statements. The resort promised full cooperation. All the evidence, compiled, organized, and notarized, was already in my inbox by the next morning. On our flight home, Lena leaned on my shoulder. "Can't wait to sleep in our bed," she said sweetly. Smiled. I had already arranged 2 urgent parcels to be delivered, one to her company's HR, the other to our home. Both contained audio recordings, the hotel's official report, screenshots, and a letter from my attorney. When we landed, I let her cling to the illusion. The next morning I made her coffee. Her suitcase was packed by the door. "What's going on?" she asked. "Check your work email," I said calmly. She opened her laptop. Her face drained of color. Suspension letter. Internal investigation. Violation of workplace conduct policies. Legal notifications regarding reproductive fraud and potential civil suits. A final text from Weston. "They have everything. I'm gone. Don't contact me." She collapsed. "What did you do?" I gave the truth a voice. When she begged for another chance, I slid a folder across the table. "Inside is everything. The house is mine. There will be no alimony, no child support, because there will be no child." He gasped. "How did you?" I heard every word. I saw every plan. I protected myself. "And now the court will see who you are." She lost her job. Her affair partner ghosted her. The fake pregnancy unraveled under medical scrutiny, proof she was still on birth control. She tried to sue for defamation. She failed. Tried to play the victim online. No one believed her. I never yelled. I never posted anything. I just let the evidence speak. 3 months later she was unemployed, living with her sister, her bank account frozen due to legal issues. Her name, associated with lies and deception. I called. First angry. "You ruined my life." Then pitiful. "Please. Just talk to me." I never answered. I saw her once months later. Grocery store. She looked thin, hollowed out. Her smile trembled when she said, "You look happy." "I am," I replied. Her eyes shimmered. "I ruined it all." "No," I said gently. "You tried to ruin me. You lied. You schemed. You tried to chain me to a life I didn't choose." A sob. "I didn't mean." "You meant every word. You just never thought I'd mean mine." I stepped closer, just enough for only her to hear. "You weren't the storm, Lena. Just the warning." Then I walked away. Because some betrayals don't teach pain. They teach power. You can't fix betrayal with love. You can't argue someone into being loyal. But you can outthink them. And when they realize you were 10 moves ahead the whole time, that silence. That is the real revenge.